Hey guys, it's Caitlin. I'm back with my updated curly hair routine, and today we're focusing on volume. I'm using all new products that have my hair looking better than it's looked in a very long time, so I'm super excited to share my new routine with you guys. I'll also be sharing a few tips for hair health that have completely transformed my hair over the past couple years. So, as always, here is what my hair looks like before I do anything to it. It's pretty wild. There's really no curl definition, but it's kind of a look. Also, I recently got some highlights, and this is the first time I've highlighted my hair in like 4 years because I was so paranoid about damage, but they actually made my hair better, and I'll talk about that in a different video, but I love them, and let's get into my updated curly hair routine. I'm going to start off by wetting my hair all the way down with filtered water, and this is super important. Really try to use filtered water whenever you can. I noticed a huge change in my hair when I moved from the East Coast to the West Coast because now I have really hard water, and hard water really messes with your hair, your skin. I'm going to get it as wet as I can. This takes forever when my hair is this long. I definitely need a bigger spray bottle, but we're making it work. And now I'm going to comb my hair out very gently. Really try to avoid any breakage when you are detangling because this is when the most breakage can happen, especially if your hair is wet. Sometimes I just get so frustrated and just rip through my hair, but don't do that. That's bad. Adding more water as needed until my hair is silky, wet, and detangled. This is me showing you how much hair I lost in this detangling process. This is actually really good for me. I barely lost any hair, and I used to shed so much. And now my shedding is just so minimized because of the way I'm taking care of my hair now, the things I'm putting into it and not putting into it. I don't usually think about where my part is. I kind of just let my hair go wherever it wants. But if you want to part your hair a certain way, this would be the time to do it. I got the floor super wet. Oops. Okay, now we are ready to start applying the product. Honestly, normally I'm not gonna section my hair. Like on a normal day, I'm just gonna put the product all over my hair. But today, for the sake of this video and being a little bit more detailed and if you have a day where you have more time, totally section your hair and apply the product section by section. This is where I discovered that my scalp is actually super burnt. Didn't know your scalp could burn in the sun. Okay, so my new favorite products right now are Sense products. I use the Quiet Calm Curl Control, which is a styling cream, and then the I Create Hold, which is a styling gel. And Sense is an organic hair care line. They really focus on clean formulas that are good for you, good for the planet, so we love that. There are no parabens, silicone sulfates, or synthetic fragrances in these products, and that's always something I look for in my hair products. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. I just really believe in these products so far. This is me trying to get sponsored though. Sense, please sponsor me. I love your products. Okay. So whatever products I'm using, I always like to start out with some kind of cream, styling cream. So I used to use the Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls. I still love that one, but this is the one I'm using now, which I also really love. But a styling cream followed by a gel or a mousse, something to lock it in, is always what works best for my hair type. So this is the Quiet Calm Curl Control. It's meant to hydrate, shape, and define your curls. So I'm going to start applying this to the first section of my hair, the bottom layer. And you'll see I'm doing a little bit of finger coiling, kind of more like hand coiling for me. Again, this isn't something I do on a regular basis, but for the sake of this video, I am gonna finger coil a little bit. Sometimes this just helps to give the curls a little bit more definition. And curly hair has a mind of its own, so this kind of gives you a little bit more control over what your hair looks like. Sometimes it makes my hair look better. Sometimes it doesn't look that much different than if I were to just scrunch it. Some people say you don't really have curly hair if you have to scrunch it to make it curl. But to those people I say, who made you the curly police? Goodbye. I used to not have to scrunch my hair for it to curl perfectly, but now my hair has changed a little bit and I do, and it's totally fine. Whatever you have to do to get your best hair, do it. I'm going to do a little bit more finger coiling on this side of my head, and then the other side I think I'll do more scrunching, just so you can see if you can tell a difference. So now that that styling cream is evenly distributed throughout my hair and scrunched in a little bit, I'm going to go in with the I Create Hold Styling Gel. On the bottle, it says this is a styling gel for hold and shine. And for this, I'm just gonna scrunch it in there and try to get all the way up to your roots, especially if you have longer hair like me right now. Sometimes your roots get really weighed down and it's pretty flat and straight near the top of your head. This is totally me, so I really try to scrunch all the way up to the roots to try to give it a little bit more volume up there. And today, because I am spending a little extra time on my hair for this video, I'm going to add an extra layer of hold, which is just this mousse. It's just a Tresemme curly hair mousse. And I find that it adds a little bit extra hold to make those curls a little bit tighter and stay tight. Now I'm going to diffuse my hair. I always diffuse my hair. Sometimes I let it air dry and it looks different. It doesn't have as much volume and the curls definitely look a little bit more wavy, which is totally fine too. That's a look too. Today I want to diffuse and I want my curls to be a little bit tighter and my hair to be a little bit bigger. This process takes forever, and depending on the density and porosity of your hair, it might take a really long time to dry or it might be pretty quick. So I'm showing you some little curls forming. I love the definition. I don't know what that curl in the middle of my forehead is doing. But here's phase one. We're not done yet. It's mostly dry, but it's still too flat for me. I want volume, I want bigger hair, but the definition of the curls is good. So now we need to work on volume. You can really start to see my highlights here. I love how she did them. They're so subtle and just sun-kissed, which is exactly what I wanted. I have dark hair, so I didn't want anything harsh, like harsh blonde or anything like that. So she did a perfect job. I'm starting to shake my roots out. You just stick your fingers in and kind of rub your scalp. Just shake the roots out to give them a little bit more volume and to prevent them from setting flat to your head like they're starting to do. So I took a little break from the camera, let it dry a little bit more on its own. And I'm back and I'm gonna tease it a little bit with this comb. And I always do this just to add volume. It kind of messes with the curl definition a little bit, but honestly, I'd rather have volume than, you know, perfect little ringlets. So that's what I choose to do. It's getting there, it's not there yet. We're gonna keep going. I am teasing it a little bit with my fingers, a little bit with the comb. I'm a volume girl. I want as much volume as possible. I love it. So I like how my hair looks, but we are not done yet. But here's a little update. So because I want a little bit more definition and a little bit more volume than I have here, I'm going to actually go back in with some mousse and I'm just gonna put it on my dry hair, scrunch it in all over, and this is going to tighten the curls a little bit and I'm gonna dry it. So that was me putting mousse on dry hair and I'm diffusing it again to dry the mousse. And you see my hair is getting a little bit bigger and the curls are looking a little bit tighter than they were before. So that's just a little hack that I do. Okay, so we're getting there now. This is what I want my hair to look like. It's big, bouncy, curly, soft. I'm gonna add a little bit of hairspray just to add a little bit more hold and also a little bit more, making my hair a little bit more dirty. I know that sounds counterproductive, but curly hair looks better when it's dirty. Honestly, like day one after you wash your hair does not look as good as it does like 2 days later. So adding a little bit more oil products, you know, whatever, to make your hair, give your hair that look, it's really gonna help. So here is the finished product. I have good curl definition, great volume. I love how it looks. It feels really good. It's obviously not perfect. Curly hair is never going to look perfect. Curly and wavy hair, it's imperfect, it's messy, it's wild, and is beautiful. So these are the products and routine that I'm going to stick with for a little while because it's really working. Also, remember to be clarifying your hair. I do it once a month. Clarifying, deep conditioning, using good products that are good for your hair, using a silk pillowcase, all these things. And I'm not perfect. I'm not consistent with any of this. Maybe if I was, my hair would be even better, but I try. So just trying to implement these things that are going to be good for you and your hair. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions for me. Let me know if you try these products, if you like them. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!